Edge at 11 starts now.
And tonight on The Edge, former Detroit Mayor Kwame Kilpatrick is getting some flack as he pitches in for the community.
And everyone is welcoming his presence, but community leaders, they're coming to his defense. Fox News' Dave Kinchin has a story.
Normally, when a former mayor hits the streets of Detroit, it's a welcomed show of giving back. But when ex-mayor Kwame Kilpatrick teamed up with New Era Detroit for a street cleanup and community engagement,
walk right on their block, like walk to their door, and make sure that their children and them have a sense of self, but also a toy.
It was met with scorn on social media.
I said I was not going to go there today.
It prompted New Era Detroit leader Zeke Williams to go off, defending the city's disgraced former CEO who served about 7 years' time for racketeering, conspiracy, fraud, extortion, and tax crimes.
You can say whatever you want to say about Kwame and the things that he did wrong, but nobody want to talk about all the that he did right for the city, all the things that he got right for the city, being a young black man in politics. It's just complete. Y'all don't never pop out and show up to put in no work for the block and community and got a problem because the former mayor of the city of Detroit want to come out and put some boots on the ground and engage in the neighborhood. It's insane.
Everybody's done something that's, could be questionable.
Fellow Detroit activist Pastor Maurice Hardwick, also known as Pastor Mo, says everyone deserves a second chance.
Let the man redeem himself. Let the man, he's a whole new man now. You're going to keep on putting people in the mud. If that's the case, put everybody in the mud. She served this time and was released. Let it go. Release. It's time to move on in life.
President Donald Trump granted Kilpatrick clemency at the end of his first term, commuting his 28-year prison sentence, setting him up for a comeback as a minister and advocate for Trump's policies. The former mayor pitched the Trump-Vance campaign to black voters during last year's presidential campaign cycle, headlining the Oakland County Republican Party's annual dinner.
My house was on fire. My wife and all my children were in it. We couldn't get out. Firefighter kicked in the front door. He ran upstairs. He dragged me at 300 pounds out the door.
Many community activists say it's simply time to move on in a way that unites the city.
Salute to Zeke, salute to Kwame Kilpatrick, and salute to Detroit. Let's do better. Let's build.
Meantime, former Mayor Kilpatrick is continuing his ministry. He'll be delivering a sermon in Atlanta in August. Dave Kinchin on The Edge.
Also tonight, it's a problem Royal Oak has been really trying to solve for years. More parking on city streets.
The city has devoted a lot of time and effort to make this fix that the city council could agree on. And tonight, one option was put up to a vote. Here's Fox News' Dave Spencer.
If the issue of parking in Royal Oak sounds familiar, that's because the current system has only been in place for 4 years, leaving some to wonder, why do we need to change the system at all?
I think it's unnecessary because we're just getting used to this one. So
yeah, no matter what, you can't please everybody, right?
Right, and it's going to seem like revamp would be a lot of construction. It'll take away from the eats and the arts of the area. Just pay to park. It was pretty inexpensive, so I don't see no problem with it.
Currently, you pay at a station or via app. The spot then changes from red to green. But if you go over your time and a brief grace period, you get a ticket mailed directly to you.
I will say that I think that does hinder, the choices that we make, like when we want to go out or where we want to hang out, yeah.
That would definitely deter people from stopping by, which I do think would definitely have a greater hindrance on the business.
In the 4 years since this system has been in place, enough people complain for the city to take notice and look for an alternative. This time around, the city is proposing no revenue sharing with the vendors, but the 150 spots each carry a nearly $700 annual service at the city's expense, not to mention the time and cost to remove and install the meters. During the meeting, other ideas were shared by the public.
If it's free parking, you won't have to spend the $1 million budgeted, and this will be a good step toward bringing the customer base back downtown.
Ultimately, the city of Royal Oak voted unanimously to enter into a new contract with the new parking company that will start effective January 1 of next year. In Royal Oak, Dave Spencer on The Edge.
News out of Melvindale. Police are investigating after a body was discovered at a local park. Officers responded this evening to McGinty Park. It's just off Robert Street, and we're told that the body was found near a shed. It is not clear who the victim is or was, or the circumstances around their death. Stay with Fox 2 for updates. And balloons soar into the sky in honor of Eastpointe's McDonald's manager, who was brutally murdered on the job.
Friends, family, and customers came together tonight to honor the life of 39-year-old Jennifer Harris. She spent 15 years working for McDonald's. As a single mom, she devoted her time towards supporting her children and helping others along the way. But that all came to a horrific halt when police say her co-worker, Afeni Muhammad, stabbed her to death last Thursday.
It means so much to see everyone here today. Family, friends, crew, customers, because it shows just how many lives Jennifer touched, both in this restaurant and in our community.
She was just a real loving person. Like, she really cared about her family. She only talked about her family and everything, all positive stuff. And she just loved her coworkers. Like, she really loved her coworkers. She was outgoing to the customer. She was taking care of the customer. She was being respectful.
A GoFundMe page has been set up to raise money for her children. We do have a link on our website, fox2detroit.com.
Friends and family gathered on Detroit's east side to remember a young boy whose life was taken far too soon. Cameron Moore would have turned 10 today, but 2 years ago he accidentally shot himself with an unsecured gun. The incident happened back in 2023 at a home on Ward Street. When Cameron found the handgun in a backpack, the boy's family is helping other students live out Cameron's dream of attending Clark Atlanta University by setting up a scholarship assistance to the school.
We do this in honor of his life. There's unsecured guns all over the city. You see it all the time on the news. And you never think it will be at, it'll affect your family or be at your home. We just wanted to do something, some efforts to make a difference so another family wouldn't have to suffer the same way we have suffered.
Cameron's stepdad, Armani Robinson, is currently serving prison time in this case. He pleading guilty to second-degree child abuse. We're learning more about that daily police chase from Roseville to Warren, which killed an innocent driver. The pursuit ended at 11 Mile in Van Dyke when the driver ran a red light and crashed into another car. Investigators say that police went after a stolen car with a 16-year-old behind the wheel. Now, we're told officers tried to pull them over on 94 in Gratiot early Saturday morning, but the driver took off. That teen driver is being held without bond.
Well, sadly, 28-year-old Alex Habib, a father of two, was killed in that crash. We're told he was driving for Uber at the time. Fox 2's Tanisha Cordell has more on this crash and reaction from Habib's employer.
A chilling call Saturday. Tom Brady, owner of Jim Brady's in Royal Oak, learning one of his servers was killed.
And he told me right then, he said Alex was killed in a car accident last night. I was stunned. I'm like I said, what did you just say?
Brady hearing the news from Alex Habib's father-in-law.
We closed for lunch that day. There was just no way that we could work.
Brady says Habib was Ubering, hit by a car involved in a police chase near 11 Mile and Van Dyke just before 3 a.m. Saturday.
He didn't have any passengers in the car. It was just him, but he was killed instantly.
The family confirming Habib's death on a GoFundMe page asking for support. Habib, a husband and father of a 1-year-old and 3-month-old.
They're obviously devastated. It's a senseless accident. Just my own personal opinion, I just don't know why these high-speed chases continue to happen and people are senselessly taken from their families over a car, a piece of metal.
Roseville police telling Fox 2 a 16-year-old is at the center of this case, their agency leading the investigation. Meanwhile, the team at Jim Brady's doing all they can to honor their friend.
We're just trying to raise as much awareness as we can because this is a senseless loss, and we want to try and generate as much support for Alex's family as we can.
I mentioned Habib's family setting up that GoFundMe page to support. Already it has raised more than $68,000. We're still working to learn more on this case. We'll keep you posted as we do learn more. For now, reporting in Roseville, I'm Tanisha Cordell, Fox 2 News.
Well, Taryn, let's talk about the weather.
Let's talk.
We got a warm week ahead, and there's always a chance of storms.
Well, it's going to heat up, we're told, right, Rich? Humidity as well this week?
It's coming back.
Okay.
Wednesday and Thursday, humidity returns and storm chances, but high pressure for the time being is parked right over the central Great Lakes. You can see quiet weather, Columbus, Detroit, Toronto. There's Traverse City, Chicago, Milwaukee. All looking good tonight. We continue to see these air quality alerts through tomorrow because we're still dealing with some smoke from those distant Canadian wildfires. In fact, in Oak Park, the latest reading is 112. That's in the unhealthy for some category. So some of you may be feeling it. Let me step out of the way and show you some of the haze and smoke on the horizon there. This is Southfield. We're having a quiet night, and we like it that way. 84 degrees the high today, 67 the morning low. Notice the averages, 84 and 65, so we're right where we should be for the middle part of July. A little cooler in Ann Arbor right now, 63. There's 72 Mount Clemens, 68 for Lapeer and Flint, 71 in Howe. Not much of a breeze out there, that's for sure. Light and variable continues to be the story, but the dew points mainly in the lower 60s. They're starting to creep back up again. Now, I want to show you Atlanta because we have the World Series tomorrow. No, not the World Series. We have the All-Star game tomorrow in Atlanta. Now, there is going to be a chance for some spotty storms tomorrow for the game, but it's going to be in the 90s, so we'll be watching that. But around here, here's that high pressure. It's parked over the central Great Lakes. It's going to drift off to the east. Here comes our next weather maker. It's this cold front that slowly works into the area for Wednesday and Thursday. So it's going to be more humid. It's going to be warm. But again, storm chances begin for Wednesday, and there's a chance that some of those storms could be on the strong side. Very mild tonight, down to 68. Warmer tomorrow. How about 89 degrees for your Tuesday with hazy sunshine? And then check out that 7-day storm chances Wednesday and Thursday. Friday and Saturday, you're looking more comfortable. Perhaps some spotty storms for the second half of the weekend. And remember, always get the latest forecast. You can take it with you. Check it out, the Fox 2 Weather app. You can download it for free in the App Store or in Google Play. You can do it now. Taryn, back to you.
All right, Rich.